You're listening to Brick by Brick, a podcast by the Brownstone Experience. I am Felicia, and I will be interviewing women of color entrepreneurs on the couch, where we will learn more about their products, services, and how we can support them. Enjoy. Hey, Kim, how are you?
I'm amazing. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. All right. Well, first, I want to say thank you so much for accepting the invitation to be a guest on Brick by Brick, the Brownstone Experience podcast. And so, introduce yourself, Kim Roxie. Let's tell the audience who you are.
Yeah. So funny you ask who you are.
I already know what you're thinking about.
Stuck. Like, who am I?
That meme you sent the other day.
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
asked you,
yeah.
like, who am I?
Who am I actually? You tell me.
Yes.
So, but I'm Kim Roxie, Kimroxie. And I'm just a girl from the south side of Houston, who, I always say was kicked out of high school and, grew up to prove everybody wrong.
Yes. And also comes to mind, I do affirmations with my daughters every morning. And we start off with, I am a child of God.
I am a child of God,
Yes,
for sure.
I am love. Yes. So one of the most amazing things about you is that you are the CEO of La-Meek Beauty.
Yeah.
Yes. And so La-Meek Beauty, tell us about La-Meek Beauty.
Yeah. So La-Meek Beauty is a clean color cosmetic brand that I created. It is makeup that is mindful, conscious beauty, basically makeup with wellness in the culture of it. So 75% of beauty products marketed to women of color are toxic. My mother passed from metastatic breast cancer, and she loved makeup. But through my research and the information that's come out in the studies that's been done, makeup is not loving us back. And so I created makeup that is paraben-free, talc-free, vegan, cruelty-free, because I just want to, in good conscience, put things on my face. And other women who want to put makeup on their faces too, I want them to feel safe while they do it.
Yes. Thank you so much for creating La-Meek, right?
Yes.
And for educating us.
Yes.
I remember when you gave me that tidbit of information. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Makeup giving us cancer.
Yeah.
And I just, education is power, knowledge is power. And so I just again want to thank you for that.
Yeah.
So tell me what La-Meek stands for. It's LAMIK.
Yeah, so it's LAMIK. Stands for love, A stands for and, M makeup, INK kindness. And in the logo, the I is higher than the rest of the words because it's love and makeup in, kindness. All this is in, it's about what you're made of. Instead of making up as something that you're putting on, we're basically something about you putting out. So we have this quote that says, beauty is revealed, not applied. And that'll take it there. And that's just basically talking about, revealing your beauty. And, even with the makeup, I'm not here to scare anybody, anything like that. It's about education. And even when we talk about clean makeup, I'm even talking about clean from the way that beauty talks to us. So transparency. We're talking about no matter what you look like, your beauty matters and your beauty is seen. And this sort of thing that you're supposed to look a certain way, you got to have clear skin. You got to have no pores. That's beautiful. So that's the kind of thing too that it's about as well. It's about just giving images too that really attribute to a way that is not condescending. And I think that the beauty industry needed its own makeover. So that's a part of the reason why we had to put La-Meek out there.
Yes, I love it. And there's a lot of why it aligns well with why I created Brownstone and what I am aiming to put out there as well.
Yeah.
Women of all shades, colors, shapes, and sizes.
Yes.
Because we all deserve to be seen, and our brands put that out there more often, because if we don't do it, who else is going to do it?
Right. And we're not like a second thought or a third choice or a fourth choice. You know, and I think that that's just something that we grew up with. Like I grew up in Houston where the culture of the music was, you know, light skin was beautiful, and you know this and that, all this kind of different stuff, yellow bone. I mean, all this kind of stuff. You know, this culture of music that talked about this. And then if you look at like magazines and all that kind of stuff, even mainstream magazines and the images they had. So we grew up thinking that we were third choice, fourth choice, next option. They're gonna pick her first, all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, your experience, and that's why we click so much. I mean, you're from Mobile though. So you're from
Fort City.
You're from the hometown. You're from the
Fort City.
Yeah, my parents both are from Mobile. So I was the first born in Houston. So you know, you got that South, you know, hospitality, want to make other people feel good in you.
Yes.
So yeah.
So do you. And
Yeah.
so do you. I want to ask you about something you just comment on about the culture of music really displaying or highlighting colorism, right? Do you think that is changing at all?
Yeah, I think that it's changing because more voices are being heard. I think that because of social media, because of the fact that people are growing up and getting tired of it, but then also just have a platform to speak from it from.
Absolutely.
We have so many different mediums to speak on it, and we can be heard. Where before, you know, you could talk about it at your kitchen counter and that kind of thing, your kitchen table, but like, you know, maybe, but now you could have 100 people following you, those 100 people heard you. And then it, you know, some people got 1,000 people following, 1,000,000, whatever it is. And yeah, it's going around, and it's just the awareness, right? Like to even know that, oh, this is a problem. Oh, I do look at things like that, you know. I think that's the thing too. It's just like that awareness that's coming up. So that's causing a change.
Yes. Did you see Shirley Ralph's meme? I think you and I both reposted it when she said, you know, and then she reposted it and said, I said what I said. I'm going to bed.
I'm grown. It's basically what she said.
Yes.
And I pay my bills. So
yes. So let's tell the ladies about La-Meek.
Yes.
So can you share your assortment of products?
Yes.
Starting with your most popular?
But you know, we might have left them on a cliffhanger because you said what Shirley Ralph said. Some people may not know what she said.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go find the Shirley Ralph clips from In Style.
Okay.
They reposted it, and it was from the Golden Globes 23. And they asked her, what would she tell her 15-year-old self, right? And she goes on to say how your nose is beautiful, the color of your skin is beautiful, your lips are beautiful, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, because there are people called, look at me trying to do her voice.
Yes.
There are people called the Kardashians who will pay $10,000 for your lips.
And then they will put out a makeup line after that.
Come on. Yes. So it was just a statement. And like you mentioned, mediums like, you know, that we have cause it to reverberate and just cause us to see ourselves in two snaps.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. I love it. I love it. So La-Meek, let's talk about the products that the ladies can try, purchase, and find.
Yeah. So for me, the first product that we launched with is the brows. So I have a form of alopecia. Actually, I have 3 forms of alopecia, and I was known for doing eyebrows. So I had a makeup and brow studio in Houston for 14 years that I opened up when I was 21. I've been an entrepreneur my whole adult life, and so when I started doing brows by faith, Lord knows I didn't even. I went to aesthetic school. I ended up going, but like I didn't grow up knowing how to do eyebrows or that kind of thing. But I was like, surely I can do better than these nail shops, okay? Yeah. And so I started doing.
Wait. So what were the nail shops doing then?
Oh, butchering people's eyebrows,
like the waxing part of it.
Yeah, just like taking them all off and predominantly people in my community was going to, the nail shops where they weren't even understanding what they were saying. They totally ignoring them, messing up their brows. So I opened up a space in the mall, Sharpstown Mall to be exact. And in there is where I did brows. So I became like the brow lady. Like everybody knew me for eyebrows, but then I started to experience hair loss. And my hairs on my brows, started to go away. Now, not because I was taking them off, it's just they weren't growing. And so when I got ready to really hone in on La-Meek, the makeup brand, I said, the first product we're going to launch with is our brow duo. So that's our number one product, our hero product in our line. It comes with the brow powder and a concealer. And you put the brow powder on your brows, you brush it in your brows with the brow brush that we have. And then you kind of like wipe it off, and then you wipe the brush off on a napkin, and then you dip it inside the concealer, and then you put the concealer underneath to highlight the brow. It's just the perfect combination. It's the only brow and concealer together on the market. Most of the time you see people doing their brows, you have to have a brow powder from this place and or a pencil and then a concealer from over here. This all comes in one compact. It's the most inclusive brow set on the market. It comes in 15 different variations of shades. And then we also have our brow gel, our mascara. On our website, we also have our custom blend foundation, where you send us a picture and we send you a sample of a foundation that matches your skin tone and you get it. It has like the most 5-star reviews on our website. But these are the products that we have. And we're also going to be continuing to grow the line over the next 12 through 18 months. You'll see a lot of different things popping up. But for us, I started from a very vulnerable place. So it's funny when you talk about when Shirley Ralph, it hit me in my soul, because it was just saying, it wasn't so much her acknowledging what other people have done to satisfy the beauty status quo. It's more so because when she said that, I felt that in my soul, because I'm like, that's what I had to do for myself. When I experienced hair loss, I'm going to do something to make me feel complete, right? And to give me brows, because your brows frame 75% of your face. But I also had to come front and center with what I was dealing with, because so many people deal with stuff. If your eyebrows don't grow all the way and they stop, a lot of times people have thyroid issues. So I have so many women with thyroid issues who come to me and talk about this hair loss. So many people who actually have been through cancer and stuff like that, who have permanent alopecia or who are experiencing a form of alopecia, and they come to me. People who are taking medicine and experiencing hair loss. People who have over tweezed their brows or whatever the case might be, might experience hair loss. There's a lot of autoimmune diseases that you experience hair loss. So I think too, for me, it's me expressing and sharing my story widens the beauty lens. And then it also gives other people the liberation to share theirs, and to also feel seen by the beauty industry, and not like a cover up, but more like we all telling what's going on. Okay, let me, I can finally come clean too, and I can stop walking around in shame.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I've seen you in action, right? I've seen you every time we're at an event. You are so comfortable with customers. When you meet everybody, it's like you've been knowing them.
Yeah.
Like, come on, girl, let me do your brows.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, it's time to get my brows done. And I love that about you, and I think that it shines through your brand. And so I also remember one time you said, did you say hair brows back?
Oh yeah. Because if you have hairs on your brows, I think you should show them. So don't put so much makeup on your eyebrows that you can't see the hairs on your brows. Like, we want to see the hairs on your brows. Don't, particularly unless you just want to, but don't shave off your eyebrows and just put them back on. I think that we should use the hairs that we have. And then, bring that up. Because more than likely, that's what you need for your face, like the the way your hairs grow, if they're there, all of that is what you need for your face. And I'm just saying, just because a trend is in and everybody's getting, some
Be
type
full
of
gods,
yeah,
Lord.
and some type of semi-permanent, permanent brow stuff going on, and then you just want to go do it because everybody's doing it.
Yes.
And then you lose the originality and the shape of your brows by trying to just look like everybody else. So I just believe in that. I think everybody's face is different. As a makeup artist, you talk about customers, I've done thousands of people's faces, and from all walks of life, all different looks, and I do everybody's face different. I don't approach makeup from just like this one size fits all. So I just think that, when it comes to your brows, like, let me see them hairs you got. We're going to work with them hairs you got too on your eyebrows.
Yes. Kim, we are going to have to do some kind of little small 5-minute segment. You may already have one on La-Meek that we can share with the audience on eyebrows. Because everything you just said makes me want to be able to look at my face and look at my brow, slow down.
Yeah.
Because I'm guilty of going for, okay, I think I'm supposed to have, going for what I think I see.
Yeah.
Not necessarily looking at the shape of my own brow.
Right.
And when I'm looking at your brow, don't look at mine because I'm horrible at makeup. No. Why we're starting a series on learning how to be your own MUA.
Ooh, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, taking into your own hands.
Yes. So that it can look more natural. Mm-hmm. That is key. So do you have a place where women can go and kind of look at a tutorial?
Yeah. So every Friday night I do a tutorial on Facebook.
Okay.
Called Friday Night Live. So every Friday Night Live at 8 p.m. Central, sometimes 9 p.m. But, if you just put on the notifications on our Facebook page, you'll see it. I go live every Friday night with my daughter, who's my co-host. And shout out to Loretta.
Yes, shout out Loretta. You're Loretta.
But then we also have tutorials on our website. You know what? If you order our product, I hate to say it, but it's the truth because I don't want to push you to do it, but I think you should do it because if you order the product, you actually get a tutorial on every product. So the box that it comes in. So if you go to, we're available on Ulta.com. We're available on HSN.com. We're available on JCPenney.com. If you get our product off of there, when you get the box, every box has a QR code with a tutorial.
Okay. So I didn't know that. So I bought your product at an in-person event.
Yeah. So you didn't get that. Yeah. You got me.
If you buy it online, but the box is what we're referencing.
Yeah.
At all times.
The box, it has a QR code on it because I knew that people would buy it. Like the people who buy it in person and stuff like that, they're getting more touch point, right? But we knew that the people that would be buying it online and through our retailers, they're maybe their first time ever being introduced to La-Meek, don't even know where to find us. So we put a QR code on there that has a tutorial that goes there. But we also have them on our Instagram feed and all of that good stuff too.
Yes. So we will be linking those throughout the month so they can
see.
Yes. How we doing, KG? I'm sorry to say that in the middle. 19. Okay, because usually, like last time, it was like right at it when we checked. We're going to be able to cut that out. Okay. I want to talk about your foundation experience, your custom foundation experience. That sounds awesome.
Yes.
And so you say you go online and you upload a picture?
Yeah. So you go online, you purchase the foundation, and then you send a picture to the email that it instructs you to send a picture to. And we send you a shade match foundation for you based on your selfie that you sent us. You just take it in natural lighting, just a selfie, and you send it in, and we send you a sample in the mail, and you get it, you approve it, or you say if you don't approve it, and then from there we finish. I mean, we probably have been like 98.5% right. So we don't, we've been doing that. And I did that. That started in the pandemic. And I did it as an experiment. And let's just say experiment going right versus going wrong. So people yeah, people reorder it. Yeah, it's one of those products that I wasn't expecting what's happening with it, and so now we're trying to figure out how to stabilize it within the brand because I literally did it as an experiment. I literally did it as just a fun, almost like project, and now it's like a real thing. Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. So do you prefer people to take that route rather than just trying to pick their shade? Because I guess how else would you know, right?
Yeah, well, it takes all the guessing out of it. So on our website right now, we don't have any other foundation. All we have is the custom blend foundation. So it makes it really easy. You just order it and then send us a picture, and then you get your foundation that's right for you. Who wants to go through all the headache of trying to figure out what color they wear? We don't do that over here.
No, and for what?
We don't have time. we deal with women who got things to do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
That's our customer. You know, like our ladies who wear La-Meek, and because of the custom blend, we even have guys that order it because it's just such a great match, and so they might want to use it for whatever reason they want to use it. But a lot of times for them, it could be for television or for the different things that they're doing it for. And but our women are busy. Our women are moms. Our women are women who are breaking glass ceilings. So they are like professional women who are the first in their field in something, or either, you know, they're that person in the company that's a necessity to the company. They're busy, right? And so they just don't, you know, who wants to go through that? Just give me the foundation. You know what works for me. And it just kind of, it's almost like a luxurious experience in a way.
Yes. I'm here for the luxurious experience.
Yeah, exactly.
We are deserving.
We are deserving. And let's take some things off our plate. You know, long ago are the days that you go to the makeup counter and, you know, does this work? Does that work? You go outside, you got to take it back. Like, and I know that experience because that's how I started off in college working at the makeup counter. So I know what that's like and what happens. So yeah. And as a dark-skinned woman going to the makeup counter, it never was a fun experience because you're going to leave there feeling bad about yourself. Because somebody going to say something like, oh, that don't match. Oh, that don't work. Oh, that don't, you know, and how does that make you feel, right?
Do you think so? Is that the same right now with the whole, you know, extended line of shades available?
I mean, I got a story not too long ago, in 2020, when I heard about a young lady who went inside of a major retailer to get her makeup done for baby shower. And actually it was Ulta, and it was up in the like East Coast area. And she went inside of there to go get her makeup done for the baby shower. They basically, you know, was saying they couldn't find something to match her. I mean, and she is beautiful Black woman. And she went through all of that. She ended up posting a picture on social media of what she asked for versus what she got. And yeah, so
Michael Jackson situation.
Yeah, so she was like, and you know, a lot of us know that experience, right? And so it resonated with a lot of people. And I think like the Shade Room picked it up. I think like different places picked it up. But she wasn't really bad mouthing anybody. She just said, I wish people would learn how to do makeup for other people or have a selection or a variety or choices that can show up on my skin. And I saw this story. This was the beginning of 2020. We were preparing to launch March 2020 with La-Meek 2.0. And I reached out to her, couldn't find out she lived in Houston.
Wow.
Her name is Ebony. Shout out to Ebony. She's so amazing. We ended up doing a brownstone experience. We ended up doing a whole photo shoot for her.
Yes.
I did her makeup, used La-Meek. I got a photographer. She got a maternity photo shoot because she went to go get her makeup done for her baby shower, and that was messed up. And so we did the maternity photo shoot. And OMG, it was beautiful. And we set up and talked about colorism during the makeup and what that felt like. Okay, so this was the beginning of 2020. Remember that? By the end of 2020, I was doing a pitch competition to get my makeup brand on Ulta.com. Ended up winning first place in the pitch competition, got La-Meek on Ulta.com. So when it was time to get our assets ready, our pictures, our, all of that. Who did I call to be my model?
Ebony.
Okay.
Oh,
So Ebony
that is such a
came
good story.
in and she was one of my models and she's on Ulta's website right now.
Beautiful.
That's my answer to that question.
Yes.
We got to be the answer. We got to be the solution.
Yes, because we all we got. I love it. I love it. What do you want to share with any ladies who may be new La-Meek customers, who have just heard about you for the first time and I'm sure fell in love with you, about La-Meek and where they can find La-Meek?
Yeah. Anyone new, even if you hear me for the first time today, if you've heard about it before, I want you to be intentional about getting to know us. We manufacture most of our products in Houston. I just want us to take our power and use it for good, right? In the beauty industry, if we want to see images that look like us, if we want the Ebonies of the world to become the model after walking in a place not feeling even seen, we have to have companies like La-Meek be in the marketplace. So what does that need to happen? We have to shop them. We have to research. We have to look, And so I just want my customers to know that I depend on them much more than I depend on just us, just my team doing it. It's not just about us, the team members it's about the customers coming on board as well. When we launched La-Meek, when we were getting ready to launch La-Meek at the end of 2019, I did a crowdfunding campaign on iPhone women and raised the money to launch the website, everything. And that all came from potential customers who were getting ready. And we told them the story about La-Meek. So everything we've done with our customers. So I expect our customers to, be our stakeholders, to be intentional about La-Meek being in the marketplace. And you want to see us grow, get your products, right? Tell your friends. And then that's how it grows. Let's build companies that we want to see out here.
Yes.
And so instead of complaining about the ones that we see, let's build ones that we know. So definitely check us out on Instagram at La-Meek Beauty, Facebook, La-Meek Beauty. We're on HSN now. February 9th, I'll be on. And if you missed that, you'll be able to go to hsn.com and watch my segment there.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you. That's the way I like to connect with the customer. That's why I do Friday Night Live every Friday night from my daughter's bedroom, because I love connecting with people. I love showing people. I love, making jokes, making people feel good, making fun of myself, all that kind of stuff. Just pouring my heart out, and being on HSN is like a dream come true because I get to do that with people. And our number one seller on HSN, our first show was the blonde hair brow powder. So, this connects with a very broad audience, what we're doing, love and makeup and kindness, and using better for you sort of ingredients, and just being a conscious beauty company around imaging and all that kind of stuff. So check us out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of those places. La-Meek Beauty, Twitter, it's La-Meek Beauty pretty much everywhere.
Ain't hard to find.
Not hard to find. We're not hard to find. No, we're not hard to find at all. And give us feedback. What do you want? What do you want to see? What do you feel like you're missing? Funny enough, I was with some customers. I was at a women's conference not too long ago. And I was doing a makeup sort of like an eyebrow mini master class. And I had close to 100 women in the room. And I asked them, I said, who taught you how to do your makeup? So I had these different choices. I said, your mom. I think maybe 2 people raised their hand. I said, maybe a grandmother or aunt, someone else in the family. I think maybe like one person, one or 2 people raised their hand. And then I was like, okay, somebody, did you ever take a makeup class? I think like maybe 2 people raised their hand. And then I was like, what about at a makeup counter? Like who, just got that makeup lesson at a makeup counter? I think maybe one person raised their hand. And then I was like, okay, well, anybody, learn from YouTube? Like you just really sat down and I think maybe 1 to 2 people raised a hand. Basically, when I got done, less than 10% of the people in the class ever have been instructed or taught how to do the first thing that everybody sees. So that's what also we're doing at La-Meek is, teaching you how to do you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and reveal your beauty.
Thank you so much, Kim.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. I hope that new ladies are introduced to La-Meek and the wonderful Kim Roxie. And I'm sure you guys will go and find La-Meek Beauty, Love and Makeup and Kindness. Thank you for being a guest on the Brownstone Experience.
Thank you for thinking enough of me to have me here. I know you have so many people but thank you for, giving me this opportunity and to share my heart, because that's why I got into this business.
Yes. All right, girlfriend. Thanks for joining. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate, like, and share so that others will learn about Brick by Brick by the Brownstone Experience. You can also learn more about our guests by going to our website, The Brownstone Experience.